Sorry for that. We're live. The microphones are off. I had them muted. We are in week 6. Week 6. Man, listen. You gotta love football, man. Short-lived. You want it, then it's gone. We need a successful D League. The USFL.
What would that? Yes, we do have one. It's called the NCAA.
But it's during the same time. Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Got me there. And for those that are wondering, the Drake May era.
Imagine playing football in the summer. Ooh.
That doesn't sound fun.
Yo, look at. Okay, so hold on. I know we have a few topics to talk about today. We gotta talk about Drizzy May, but let's let him get like a few snaps under his belt. I gotta ask you a quick question. What's your stance on Jalen Hurts? Is he legit?
I'm gonna be honest with you. You were one of the first people I heard questioning his legitimacy, and the more that I watch him, the more I find myself questioning. Wait a minute. He did kind of come out of nowhere. Who is the real Jalen Hurts? Is the $1 million question. Who is the real Jalen Hurts?
Boom. Literally. That's literally what I'm talking about there.
He seems to have had some really high highs, and we've seen some pretty low lows. And so,
at least we know the ceiling is the Super Bowl. He can get you there, but that year was a fluke. I don't know.
I know for one, I was expecting the Eagles. I know I was expecting the Eagles to come in this year and be a bit more dominating than they have been. And it just hasn't looked that great. Now, a lot of the players have been dealing with injuries. I know Saquon Barkley has been injured, and this week he's actually back and allegedly healthy. Let's hope that they utilize him in the right way. He is doing pretty well. He's leading them in touchdowns. He's got about 4 touchdowns on the year and just over 700. I think he's up to 753 yards or something along those lines.
You know I'm Haitian. Mango lemonade.
Oh, broke out the bucket hat.
I forgot I didn't go to the barber yet this weekend. So
you're going all Mike Tomlin.
Hey, listen. We need a win today. Whew. But yeah, no. So just so you know, the Eagles just went 3-0.
You're on Fox, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on CBS with the Patriots and Houston game.
Yeah, I'm also watching the Ravens-Commanders game. So
that game, I wish they were broadcasting that game over the Patriots game, even though I am a Pats fan.
What do you mean? You gotta cheer for your team, Drizzy May. Has he been on the field yet or no?
Nope, Houston got the ball first, and they're marching down the field. The first and goal.
Good job.
See, a lot of people are looking at what CJ Stroud has done on the year, and that's one of the reasons why they're pushing for Drake May to play so early, because he seems to be the one piece that they added down there, and everything else around him. Now, granted, they went out and got Steph Diggs and whatnot, but he seems to be a difference maker, and that's what everyone is hoping that Drake May ultimately ends up being, a difference maker.
Okay, he can be a force multiplier, but he's gonna get hurt. Okay, so for everyone else watching, right? We was at the Patriots game last weekend, and while we were at the game, we also saw how bad that off. We saw watching the Patriots on TV is one thing, and we both by halftime were saying seeing in person is a whole nother level. Like, it is really kind of bad when you're watching in person. That offensive line is not conducive to a rookie quarterback. You don't need to have, it's great to have an all-pro offensive line, but that rookie is not ready for 300-pound men to be chasing him and tackling him the way they're about to. He is not ready for that.
For anyone that's ever been to a high school football game where maybe the quarterback didn't have as great as an arm as you would expect or as he would like to, where it was just a bunch of run plays, that's exactly what watching the Patriots live was like. It was a bunch of run plays, I don't think Jacoby Brissett looked down. It looked like he never looked downfield. Everything was 5 yards and under or 10 yards and less and a bunch of run plays. It just did not look good at all.
So another thing that we're also, because the Patriots were playing the Dolphins, there were some Dolphin fans right behind us. Also, by the way, if you're going to a Patriots game, make sure you read your seats properly, because we were sitting in the wrong section for the whole time. Just
for the whole game.
We never knew until later. It was like, wait, we're in section 312? Wait, what the heck? But so I did ask them some questions about Tua and how they felt about, how Tua would be and everything like that. They did not give up on the season yet. Obviously, with the concussion, they feel like he shouldn't play. Concussion based, they feel like he shouldn't play. Fair. Every person as a human being really shouldn't want him to play. Like, honestly, he could be one tackle away from just never being a present father. You know what I mean? He has
yeah.
But for the season, they're like, it's not over. The Bills suck. The Jets suck. The Patriots are a joke. Like, get to it in here and we get back in here and we're winning the division. Like, and it looks like Tua's gonna be out here for he's gonna be here after the bye week, right? Or week 8 or something like that. 4 weeks.
He's going to be cleared.
Well, technically he hasn't been cleared yet, technically, because he's been in IR, didn't need to. But everyone's saying that he looks like he cleared it already. So it was week 2. They put him on IR. So then that means the earliest he could come back is week 3, 4, 5, 6.
After this week.
Week 7.
Mm-hmm.
They have a bye week right now. So then the earliest to come back is week 8. And the Commanders are marching down the field. My God.
Listen, I'll give this to you. You have the Commanders. You have the Commanders this year, and they seem to be showing out.
Listen, as they should. Don't embarrass me. My Steelers already did that the past 2 weeks, enough as it is.
Tank Dell just caught a touchdown from C.J. Stroud. Houston up 6-0 on the New England Patriots.
How far of a pass was it? Because Tank Dell's usually the deep threat.
No, it was they were already in the red zone. Okay. Less than 10 yards. He ran the back of the end zone. All right, we're about to see it, people. See, nice balanced drive by Houston. 5 rushes, 6 pass, 65 yards.
That's what they got. All right, the Eagles are back on the field for the second possession.
Did the Commanders score? Did they punt?
No, it's been 2 punts back to back. They're playing the Browns. The Browns ain't scored. The Browns ain't gonna score. Let's just be honest.
Wait a minute. The Commanders are playing the Eagles and the Browns are playing the Ravens? The Ravens.
Yeah.
And the Eagles are playing the Browns.
Mm-hmm. I got those 2 games up right now. My Steelers ain't playing until 4 o'clock, so. So, oh, nope, that didn't make a difference. It was a bad hike.
Which game is this?
Eagles. It went over Jalen Hurts' head. Oh.
Saquon is playing today, right?
Yep, everybody. They got a full roster of people today.
Oh, was A.J. Brown out for a couple games too, or
yes,
a game?
He was. A.J. Brown was out, and DeMonta Smith. They're both back.
So see, when you hear stats like that and then get information like that, it's like, well, okay, what do you expect? How do you expect the team to perform? They are gonna look a little bit discombobulated and out of sync.
Yeah, but it's the between the head that doesn't have me convinced. He's throwing the ball in some locations that he should not be throwing. Now, again, better than me, because I never could. Because I would probably be like, once I see 300-pound muscular man come at me, I'm like, yo, you'll deal with it. You take the ball. I don't care. I ain't getting hit. Yo, it hurt. Listen, I played tackle football a few times, and that was just for regular-sized people. These are people who have a whole dietitian in the workout room, literally, like, trying to be as swole as possible, coming after you. That's why I was like, let me be on defense. Let me be one of those people.
If you've ever tried to throw a football, and that's one of the things that makes being a quarterback so amazing, it's not as easy as these guys make it look to throw it and be as accurate 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. It's pretty impressive.
I remember I was playing it was like a pickup football game, and we were just all throwing the ball, and then people were like, "Oh, Jay, you can actually throw it pretty accurately." All right, you be QB because you can't be it's 2-hand touch. We're not really. No, it wasn't it was tackle. It was like, yeah, but you can actually fight for the tackle a little bit, but you're not gonna be fast enough to be the running back. So you be the quarterback and throw the ball. Let me tell you something. When people were chasing me, I was just shoot. It was off,
chucking it.
And then when we're taking a break, they're like, "Yo, you suck at quarterback. What happened to the passes you were throwing earlier?" And I was like, "I don't know. Like, yo, it's a lot faster now." Like,
Hey, there was no pressure. There was no pressure. Okay.
When they say the game is faster, like you have to make when rookies come in. One of the things you always hear them say is like the game is finally slowing down for me. Anyone who's ever played any type of football game can understand that because when they hike it, everything is going so damn fast. You got to make split-second decisions. You don't have a full second to decide. These quarterbacks are reading defenses and throwing the ball in less than 3 seconds. Sub 3 seconds.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Like, so again, when Jalen Hurts makes those mistakes, I get it, but you're being paid millions and millions of dollars to not make those mistakes. So that's a very big difference. You know what I mean? So actually, looking at the lack of scoring in the Eagles-Browns game, how's your fantasy team going? Did you see the trade I did in fantasy football?
You made another trade?
Nah. The second round pick.
Oh, the second rounder. Oh, yeah. Listen, I feel you. Start stocking up those draft picks for next year. My fantasy football team is doing horrible. I built my team taking a couple of chances. It was going to be built around Mr. Christian McCaffrey. We're 5 weeks in. I've lost all my game by mere points, by fewer than 5 points practically every single week.
Ooh.
It's time to start the fire sale.
So Jalen Hurts just tried. Hey, yo, listen, Slim Zo's trying to build this super team over there. Send it to him for a third.
I'll have to hit him up today.
They're gonna call defensive pass interference for that. That was a good fight. But the one thing I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? Remember I told you in the beginning of the season, by week 4, I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna need to do. I'm either gonna get a lot of picks or a lot of players.
Well, it looks like you chose the lot of picks route.
Well, here's the thing, right? I'm like the 4th or 5th highest scoring team, and I only have 1 win.
That's the stuff that's irritating. So listen, that means that you did just enough to get the points, but for whatever reason, you just missed out.
Like last week, I was on Sleeper. It tells you how many points you score on average. Mm-hmm. I score about 150 to 160 points average, and I still lose.
Listen, Mark Andrews is giving me nothing. He went from being Lamar Jackson's favorite weapon to, hey, does he even know that he's still on the team?
He's blocking. He's the offensive tackle now. Yo, my cup. I drank that a little too quick.
Oh, I gotta say, I nailed it so far on Drake London. Every single week, he's given at least 12 points or more, except for week 1.
Which is, he faces Steelers. That defense will do that to you. How do you feel about Derrick Henry on the Ravens? I necessarily don't like it because he's doing really good. But
I think it's great. I think that's how the Ravens should be built. They should be built around a they're a run-orientated team who can pass the ball. And that's what Lamar Jackson gives you. He's going to run. He also needs a solid person in the backfield to alleviate some of that pressure off of him. And then from time to time, the wide receivers, they got to eat too, and they will.
Okay.
As long as they don't overly lean on him. He's got a lot of miles on those legs and that body. So as long as they balance it out, I think it could be good for him. They need to go out and get another service, and I can't remember who their backup is, but they need, as long as they have another serviceable guy, and they have a 3-headed attack between Lamar, Henry, and whoever the third person is, I can see it working.
So, a few things with that. And I'm going to ask you a question. And it's a few questions I'm going to ask you. First, if the Ravens are going to be the run-centric team, is that a slight on Lamar Jackson, on him as a quarterback?
Not necessarily. You built the team around the strengths of your players. And he can pass. It's just that I would say that passing is not one of his strengths. He can do it. He can make the throws that he needs to on the football field. It's just that I wouldn't say that his ability to run and maneuver far exceeds his ability to pass.
Okay,
But however, I'll remind you before you say anything. Excuse me. All he's done since he's come into the NFL is win. So it can be done if you're relying on his strengths and you're building the team the right way. You give him a binky like a Mark Andrews or in a reliable receiver, it could work.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Listen. A few things. You said he can make
the throws.
Passing is not a strong suit. You said passing is not a strong suit, and he could sometimes make the throw that he needs to. And he wins. He wins, right? Just not in the playoffs. He's only had like 2 or 3 playoff wins. Again, I'm not coming at Lamar Jackson, all right? But he wins in the regular season. Playoffs is always a little bit of a struggle because his competition is better. How are you going to say a quarterback, his strong suit is not passing?
Was Michael Vick's strong suit passing, you would say? Or was it the fact that he was a dual threat and could do either or at any moment?
All right, fair enough. You shut me up there. All right, good job. Good job.
You know what? I looked up over there and saw the Vick jersey. I was like, oh, I got him. Listen, as a quarterback, you need to be a legitimate threat to throw the ball. However, I think over the past few years, we have we're evolving away from the quarterback that's a field general.
If I'm facing the Ravens, I want Lamar to throw the ball.
So you're saying if you were a defensive coordinator planning the week against Lamar Jackson, what you would do is you would shut down the run and say, hey, throw the ball.
Yes.
You would put 8, 9, 10 in the box even. Hey, throw the ball.
There's 8 in the box at every moment. Like, again, maybe it's easier said than done because whatever. But nah, I'm putting 7, 8 people in the box. And it's like, yo, listen, Lamar, use that arm. Show me. All right. The other thing I was going to say, outside of Lamar Jackson, they're saying that Derrick Henry may be the last 10,000-yard rusher we have in the history of the NFL.
Oh, wow. We've really evolved away from the ground dominant teams. Listen, scoring is fun. Throwing the ball 20, 30, 40 yards down the field is more fun to watch than turning around and handing the ball off 30 times a game for 3-4 yards a pop.
Okay, true. But when you turn around and hand the ball off for like 50-yard rushes, that's also kind of thing because they had to do a juke. Someone had to miss. A running back doesn't really go for 50 yards untouched.
That's true. That's true.
So just to kind of give you a reference, right now, career-wise, Derrick Henry already got 10,000 rushing yards.
Who's the next closest person if you have the stats up?
I'm looking at it right now. Zeke Elliott got 9,000?
I feel that's kind of low, but...
No, I feel like that's kind of high.
Come on, Zeke was eating for his first few years. He was doing nothing but eating in the NFL. Is a 1,000-yard rusher even something that means much in the NFL these days? I feel like that used to be an accomplishment, like, hey, running for 1,000 yards, but it's just the game is going away from them.
It's too commonplace now. All right, so yeah, Zeke got 9,000 career rushing yards. Hold on. Splits. Hold on, let me see career. I'm loading it up. I feel like 9,000 is kind of high for Zeke. So do you think Zeke can get another 1,000 yards? He's at 9,000 right now.
Easily, he'll get that in a couple of years.
Is he even starting anymore, or is it Rico Dotto?
I don't think he's starting. And if he is starting, it's more of a for what you've done for us in the past. Comes out first play of the game, and then, all right, hey, sub. Just in case anyone was wondering, Patriots didn't do anything on their first drive. Punt the ball away, and the Houston Texans are driving again. They're in the red zone.
Yeah, no, he has 9,000 yards and not counting playoffs. That's wild. All right, after him, it's Joe Mixon at 6,500.
Oh wow! And I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have thought that Joe Mixon had that many yards because I feel like he's been dealing with a lot of injuries, and the Bengals have been the Bengals, and he's not there anymore. But
No, he's on the
that's
Texans right now.
that's where he spent the majority of his time. Wow, he's the third. Whew.
Yeah.
Listen, the running back position, they got to be careful they don't go extinct.
How many career rushing yards do you think Lamar Jackson has? Regular season only.
2 to 4,000. Oh, more. So you mean Lamar Jackson could potentially become the first 10,000-yard rushing quarterback?
Yeah.
And I can't believe that I just said that 10,000-yard rushing quarterback.
Guess how many yards he got for real.
So if he's at more than 4, he's at, all right. So let's go crazy. He's at 8,000.
No, I told you third all time is.
Oh, okay, it's 6,000. Okay, he's at like 5,000, 5,500 thereabouts.
Lamar Jackson 55,600.
So as a quarterback, he's fourth.
No, as a quarterback, he's 13th on the list of current rushers in the league, just after Saquon Barkley.
My fear for my concern for him was always, is his body going to be able to sustain it and deal with all the hits that he was going to have to take? Watching him, he clearly doesn't look as fast as he used to, but that's life. Who amongst us still looks the way that we did or move the way that we did, within the past few years? So, but wow, that's amazing.
Now he's like putting his shoulder down into defenders. That's the
he added muscle. For him. At the beginning of the season, he did this interview where he mentioned that he added some muscle for his body to be able to sustain and get through the season.
Just so you know, Ravens Commanders tied 3-up. First quarter, 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Ravens just had a field goal.
Oh,
interesting.
touch.
Zeke had 9,000 yards. Okay, so Zeke might be the last 10,000-yard rusher. Because he might still be in the league for another year or two. He has the rest.
I think so. Yeah, I think he should, in theory, get it done.
He's not starting though. So
that's what's going to prolong his career.
If he gets about 60 yards a game for the rest of the season, that's another 10 games. That's 600 yards. 600 yards. Can he get 400 yards in a season? Yeah.
He's gonna have at least one game this year. It's gonna be a throwback game where he looks like, oh wow, hey, did you see what Zeke did over the weekend? Oh, the old Zeke is back. Houston up 14-0. We just spoke about him. Joe Mix caught a touchdown.
So how's Drake
pass.
How's Drake May looked? Has he just been running the ball, or has he passed? What's up?
They've had one series on the field, run, a pass that was way off target, and another run, and then it was a punt.
So the pass was way off target, you said?
Yeah, not just off target, it was way off target.
Miscommunication or just inaccurate?
It looked like just miscommunication because it looked where the wide receiver was versus where the ball ended up. Miscommunication.
Okay. All right, that's not so bad.
Now, that's my rookie eyes, but the professionals could be seeing something else.
You know what sucks for me today? I started Travis Etienne, and he got me negative 0.1 points. I ain't starting this man until he proves he's worthy starting. Like, this is disgusting. Whew, okay. All right, so you want to talk about kickoffs?
Oh, listen, it's done. It's 6 weeks in. Have there been any kickoffs this year? I haven't seen any, even if there have been.
There's been some returns, none for touch. There was one touchdown. It was on the Cowboys. After that, I don't know if anyone else has gotten a touchdown off a kick return.
Seeing it live isn't Listen, it's a L. Let's figure something else out. It's not exciting. I get it. You want to bring some excitement. I haven't been excited at all. Okay. Oh, actually, during the Patriots game, there was one kickoff where because it bounced in the safe zone and then went into the end zone, they still had to scramble and try to get it out. It was like, ooh, exciting.
But then nobody knew what the rules were, so it was like, oh no, wait, yay, what?
Yeah, we started talking to the Miami people. Hey, why did he take that out? Idiot, he should have just took a knee in there. Oh, well, technically he has to take it out now. Oh. The Houston Texans, 11 plays, touchdown, 8 plays, touchdown. The Patriots are back on the field.
So 0-14?
Correct.
Oh, damn. Okay. Okay.
Listen, I think the average Patriots fan today is looking for functionality. Look like
no. I don't want to hear about functionality, okay? Because the way they were talking at the game, after the game, all those people, no. I don't want to hear nothing about functionality. No,
don't do that. You saw Jacoby Ellsbury. You saw him. Come on, don't do that. You would have gone to the bench too if that's what you had to work with.
Listen, I'm not gonna deny that Brissett didn't look good. But okay, again, maybe I don't know much about Drake May. Okay, I said that earlier in the season. Like during the draft, I said I don't know. I'm not familiar with his game. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not familiar. But dude,
okay. See, he just made a play that Jacoby Brissett would have been sacked on. He went. It was a play action play.
Okay.
The play broke down.
Okay.
Instead of taking the sack, he rolled out, completed the pass. 2nd down and 2. Look at this. Yeah. See. Jacoby Brissett would have definitely been sacked on this play right here. Completion to Kendrick Bourne. Yeah, look at this. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, wait. It's the 49ers versus the Chiefs next week? And it's not Sunday Night Football? Oh, that's not fair.
49ers Chiefs.
Yeah.
So they're just in the regular one. What are they in the 4 o'clock time slot?
Yep. That means we're not going to be able to see the Cowboys next week. Hold on. Ain't no way that's true. Okay. I saw something about, I can't stand these fake death rumors or whatever. So it looked like someone just said that Joe Rogan died. I was like, what? He's still alive. He's not dead. I just had to look it up.
Well, in New England news.
What happened?
Drake May's 1 for 3 for 8 yards and an interception.
Okay, hold on. You guys wanted the rookie to play. So here, you guys better not complain about all the rookie mistakes.
No. Listen, he's got to learn. Fine. This one was just a bad throw. He overthrew his guy. Calm down. Plant your feet.
Hold on. The Ravens have outrushed their opponents by an average of 150 yards per game.
They need to be built around that. Yes.
Okay, so then you don't need Lamar.
No, because listen, you're not going to be able to outrun everybody every single game. There are going to be games where the run game just can't get going or it takes a while. Those are the moments where you need the quarterback to rekindle his relationship with Mark Andrews. And he's on my fantasy football team, so I'm selfishly saying, hey, start throwing the ball to the tight end at the very least.
Yo, I need Saquon to break one open for me right now because Lord, it's not looking good for me. Yo, I need the Commanders to do something. I need the Ravens to lose this game.
Lamar threw a touchdown, interception.
Yeah, well, yeah, but now it's a punt and whatnot. They just punted back to the Commanders.
Oh,
Like I ain't complaining or whatnot, but I just need a little more.
from who?
The Commanders and my Steelers. I need my Steelers to win the division. The Browns and the Bengals just have two wins. One winner, two wins. What, two wins? Bengals have two wins.
Right. The Browns the Browns are 2-3.
No, the Browns are 1-4.
Did I see that this morning?
No, trust me. I'm looking at them right now, 1-4 on the thing. I am grateful with that one. Okay, I need the rest. Yo, they still do the push tush. The push tush tush push tush push.
They're still doing that?
Yeah. They just did it at 3rd and 1, and I'm curious if they got it. By the way, the weather yesterday was nice.
Oh my goodness.
It was a lovely day outside yesterday.
What's today? Sunday, Saturday.
You didn't go outside yesterday?
Not much. I went out middle of the day. I went to see my mother, but it was okay then.
Nah, it was a lovely sunny day. I was driving with soca music playing. That's what reminded me that the cruise is on in 2 weeks. Vacation time. I need it.
Oh man, can't wait.
All right. So there's
The
two reasons.
Bucks up 17-0 on the Saints.
But it was one of the touchdowns was a defensive touchdown. I think it was a fumble recovery or a pick six. I can't remember which one it was, but it was definitely a turnover for 6.
Yeah, fumble recovery. Antoine Winfield. Oh, speaking of the Bucks, did you hear Baker Mayfield was doing a interview where, he indicated that, hey, he wanted me to make things fun again around here. When Tom was here, so much pressure. Things weren't fun. They just told me to, hey, be myself and have some fun. And Tom responded, hey, I thought what was fun was winning Super Bowls. I thought stress was not having any Super Bowls, but my bad. Y'all know better.
All right. So first off, I don't think Baker Mayfield meant to take a shot at Tom Brady because Baker, dude, you can't. The only quarterback that has the right to talk trash about Brady are the following. Okay? Joe Montana. It may be Pat Mahomes.
See?
Nah, Peyton can't do it. Tom Brady beat him too many times in the playoffs for him to talk any trash.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, Pat Mahomes is on his way. He's well on his way to being.
He's on his way, and that's it. Those are the only people that really could talk trash to Tom Brady. Like, I really feel like that's fair. Let's really think about it. Baker Mayfield. Nah.
Not yet. He's
I
got
like
a
Baker.
long way to go.
I
don't think he's gonna get there.
One of my old takes used to be that when I saw the Browns were ruining Baker Mayfield, I was saying that he should come to the Steelers. Okay, this was back before we had Kenny Pickett. I was like, don't draft Kenny Pickett. Get Baker Mayfield. He can run the offense that they're trying to run. Okay. Obviously, people I don't know if it's because Pittsburgh Steelers fans were so anti-Browns that they're like Baker Mayfield sucks, but I'm like, it's not Baker Mayfield's fault. It's the organization. I'm telling you, it's the organization. Speaking of organization letting down Baker Mayfield, do you think Deshaun Watson's being let down by the organization or is it his play?
Oh, excuse me. Do I think that the organization is being let down?
No, do you think the organization let him down is okay? The reason Baker Mayfield.
What else do you want or need? They put together a pretty solid team around him, and it's time for him to either perform or they need to figure out what they're going to do with him. They recently restructured his contract, I think, at the beginning of the year.
They did. Let me see what type of restructure that was, because I'm very curious. Deshaun Watson contract restructure.
They've done everything they can to hopefully make him feel comfortable to be able to get out on that field and perform.
It's purely on him.
They helped him out when he was in that situation with this whole salary for year one. Now it's time to just get out there and perform.
So what they did was they changed his regular salary into a bonus and added a void year to it. So they added.
Oh, so they made it easier to get rid of him.
Yeah, but a void year in 2027 and another in 2028. Oh God, no, they can't. His cap numbers in 2025 is going to be $72.9 million.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so they're stuck with him till the end. Yeah, I mean, listen, they did everything from a business perspective. They did what they needed to do to protect their asset, and the asset hasn't gotten on the field and performed as expected. All right, which one of these games has you shocked right now? Something just happened.
I'm really shocked with the fact was this year, before the season started, they committed to this man. And again, Deshaun Watson in Houston was great. Okay, not good, great. But 72, I would not want to put that on any quarterback not named Pat Mahomes.
I would want to put it on Jordan 72 Love. This year?
No, not for this year. For in 2 years, next year. Like, I wouldn't want to do that for Pat Mahomes. I wouldn't want to do it for Pat Mahomes. I wouldn't want to do it for Jordan Love. I wouldn't want to do it. They're gonna have to do it for C.J. Stroud. I wouldn't want to do it for Trevor Lawrence. Like, who's the top quarterback right now? Who's like the top 5? Geno Smith? Hell no. Kirk Cousins? No. What's the quarterback? Sam Darnold? No.
Listen, although what's his face? You just mentioned them is Kirk Cousins. He's made a lot of money in the quarterback position.
Yeah, he has. He's
done well.
He's manipulated the CBA to his benefit. For real.
Now. He's operated within the rules to maximize his gains.
I have no problem manipulating rules to the person's benefit against corporations. I'm not corporate. I don't have a corporation to run for, so I don't really care about corporations. Get the man, milk the man. The man milks us, so we got to milk him back. Come on now. And if my employer ever watches this, I would never do no such thing.
I love you guys, man.
Yeah, you guys are awesome. That's crazy. I'm really just surprised with that. Okay, so here's an interesting fact. The Browns have held the Eagles to no touchdowns, and they just got their first score of the game in the second quarter. 3 points.
The Browns defense is serviceable.
I don't think Myles Garrett is playing.
Okay, that was my next point.
Hold on, let me make sure. Let me just double check that one. Myles Garrett. Oh wait, no, he is playing. Yep, he is playing actually. Okay, never mind. Myles Garrett is playing, but he's hurt. He has like 2 broken ankles, a broken kneecap, a pulled muscle here, pulled muscle there, and he's still playing.
And see, I would expect a Philadelphia Eagles team that coming into the season, everyone viewed that as, hey, this is a pretty spectacular team you guys put together. I would expect them to playing a 1-4 Cleveland Brown team to be up by more than 3 in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I just saw a stat. The Commanders have run 161 no huddle plays this season so far. Well, not this before this week, before today. Guess how many plays the second place team did?
How much did they do? 161?
161 and 163, I think it was. It was 160 something.
Say 100?
80.
Okay.
Twice. The average NFL they say is 30 per game. 160 divided by 5 is what? No, they're averaging 30 per
something
game. So that's not the average. What's 80 divided by 5?
130.
That's
16?
10.
16.
No, not 10. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, 16. When I do the division in my head, 10, put that to the side. What's the next set? So I wasn't finished.
Oh, you're doing the new math.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, no. So they do twice as many. That's crazy. That's a very interesting aspect. I could never. That means these people cardio is on point. They're not outscoring you because they're a better offense. They're outscoring you because the defense is like, yo, slow down. We need a break.
Listen. Do what you have to put your players in the best position to win. You have a young quarterback. If he's comfortable running this system, hey.
Let's go, Cleveland.
Another punt by the New England Patriots.
Another punt by the Commanders. Oh, you know what? I'm going to read you a stat line about the Browns and Eagles game. I want you to tell me what you think it is. One second. Let me just pull it up. Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Oh, actually, let me get a second set of numbers. Because I find this is a very interesting stat, and I want to give you something to compare it to. Oh, shoot. What the hell? Where is it? Can I do this? This is regarding two teams, the Browns and the Eagles. So just to make sure you know that one before we go. Let me see. Okay, here's the first set of numbers. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be 5 numbers. 169, 186, 196, 176, and 125. Okay.
Are those quarterback passing yards?
Okay. All right. Here's another set of numbers. 273, 247, 182, 156, and 348. Do you want a third set of numbers?
Wait, those have to be passing yards. So these are some shitty quarterbacks that you're talking about. We just have to figure out which ones they are, who they are.
All right, and here's the last set of numbers. 46, 84, 151, 199, and 92.
Who's this last bum? Who is this
You ready
bum?
for this? You ready for this? All right. The first set of numbers. I'm going to start with the second set of numbers. The second set of numbers of 273, 247, 182, 156, and 348. Lamar Jackson's passing yards every game this season.
Okay.
Okay. 46, 84, 151, 199, 92.
Jalen Hurts.
No. Derrick Henry's rushing yards.
Oh, damn. Nice.
You ready for the first one?
Oh, wow.
169, 186, 196, 176, 125. Deshaun Watson. He hasn't passed for 200 yards in a single game this season yet.
So the experiment is failed, right? We can all accept this.
It is failed, but they committed to him. They're committed to him.
He's clearly not going to be the player that he used to be. So how do you, and do we know exactly what he is right now? He's not that dual threat quarterback that he used to be anymore. He's set out for a year or longer.
Why is he not?
Good question. Listen, when you're playing athletics at this elite level, I would assume that not everyone is built to take that type of time off and come in and still be able to dominate or perform at that level. Barring injury, I can't think of another quarterback that sat out or was out for that period of time. Interception by the New England Patriots.
Again, I said your defense should be able to carry you to 8 games, but it's just been a thing. It's been a thing.
Right, they intercepted the ball in the end zone. Interception thrown by CJ Stroud.
I like CJ. The season seemed kind of low, but okay. I'm gonna read you another pair of stats. You ready for this? And you gotta tell me who you rather have. Okay. 278 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Actually, no. Let me not even say that. Season total. 900. Ooh, this is skewed. 910 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Okay. Or 961 yards, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Oh, this is a trick question because I'm supposed to want to go with the second one, but whoever the first one is just somebody that's having maybe an off year or something. Without knowing anything else, the obvious choice is the second one. Okay. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. But who is that?
Justin Fields.
Who was the first set of numbers?
9, 10, 4, and 4.
Yeah, who is that?
Jalen Hurts.
See? Hey, Justin Fields is doing what he's supposed to do as a young quarterback who's getting some play time. Hey, go in there, do what you need to. Do not turn the ball over, please.
But now, you see, that's the truth. But what are they saying now? Like, Russell Wilson might be coming back and doing this and doing that. And I'm like, honestly, Justin Fields has not done anything to not win the job. And I hate to say this again this year. I really hate to say these words again. I do not like the play calling on offense. Don't get me wrong. I feel like we could use another wide receiver. We need another wide receiver. But for right now, the play calling is really, really bad. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I'm like, where's he supposed to throw the ball?
Do you think that's something that's becoming a bit more prevalent in the NFL? Because we're somewhat in this quasi period where you have a lot of the old dogs that are still around, but then you also have the young pups that are the McVays, the McDaniels of the world, who are at the helm of things now.
But so you're saying because offensive now is so explosive that just a regular offense looks really horrible?
Dull.
Is that what you're really trying to say?
Dull, unimaginative. Don't forget, the Pittsburgh Steelers, if I know nothing else about them just based on history, they're really an old school ground and pound, punch you in the mouth, these long, nasty, dirty games, 17-10, 17-13. That's the type of team they've historically been.
Hold on. But remember when we had the Killer Bees, Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell, and Antonio Brown? It was a nasty game, but we were putting up points on you. We were airing the ball out. Ben Roethlisberger was the first quarterback, if not the only quarterback, to go for 500 yards in back-to-back games. Passing, because he definitely wasn't rushing.
Oh, Derrick Henry just scored.
Yep, he did. Rushing touchdown.
Huh, okay.
Now I'm actually pretty curious about this stat. I'm going to take another look at this additional stat. Okay. No, Lamar Jackson's actually airing the ball out. He had over 1,000 yards before today.
I think there's a misconception that he doesn't pass, and he does pass. He doesn't have the games that we're used to, the quarterback that lines up on a center and just drops back 20, 30 times, but he does throw the ball. I don't think he throws the ball enough to attract a top-tier wide receiver, a legitimate number one.
Let's talk about that. If another push-tush by the Eagles, they're just trying to draw him off sides. They're not trying to go for it. They actually ran it, and they got stood up. Wow, the referees never blew the ball dead? Damn, that's a real bad place. I don't like that. It was definitely dead, and then they let them keep pushing ahead. It was like he was stood up, no second push or nothing, and then people just started falling down, and then they're like, okay, we ain't blow the whistle dead, guys. But anyway, even the players were like, yo, what's going on? Like, blow it dead. Like, we crack him, we're going to get in trouble for helmet to helmet. It's really not fair for defenses. But my fault. What were we talking about again?
I just missed it because I started watching the Patriots. Offenses.
Oh, Lamar. Oh, okay.
Lamar Jackson.
Let's say Devontae Adams does not get traded this season, and he's a free agent next year. Okay. Aaron Rodgers is out. Right, let's say Aaron Rodgers retires for real this time. Should Devontae Adams want to go to the Ravens?
Where is he in this contract? Do you know?
I
know he's old. I know he's older.
Money's done. All guaranteed money's done. He's free to get cut.
It boils down to if this is going to be his last payday, he might just take the money and go there to be there. But if you're a young, just entering or in your prime wide receiver, I don't think that the Baltimore Ravens is where you want to be.
Really?
If you're an older wide receiver who's already made your money, and this might be, your last chance to get some money, and they offer you something, go there. Life's not going to be that difficult on you. You're not going to necessarily accumulate that wear and tear, but you're also not going to go there and put up numbers if that's what's important to you.
A.J. Brown with a killer touchdown right there. That was actually that was a good touchdown. All right, Jalen Hurts. Prove me wrong. All right, but if we just said that he's actually getting passing yards, he has 9 passing touchdowns this year.
Where's that rank in the league?
It must be pretty high because this year, let's say, no. Okay, there we go. Okay, so, oh wow, looks like it might be number 3. Nope, it's number 4. Tied for 4th. Number one,
See,
Joe
that's why I
Burrow.
told you there's a misconception out there that
It's
that he
feeling like a
doesn't pass. He
misconception for
passes.
real. It's feeling like a misconception. Joe Burrow got 12. Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield are both tied at 11. And then it's Lamar and Brock Purdy tied at 9.
Joe Burrow has how many touchdowns and they're
12.
having a really crappy season?
12. Mind you, he didn't have a touchdown week 1. Remember, he played y'all. So he got 12 touchdowns in 5 games.
See, and that's what I was telling you about the Bengals. For my entire life, they've always been, one player away, and it just is never that. I'm old enough to remember the Carlson Palmer, Ocho Cinco, and TJ Hushmanzada days where, oh, wow, that was the team. And it's just year in and year out, they find a way to mess it up. No, that's it. I'm done. I'm never believing in them ever again. Ever. They've used up all of their goodwill with me. There might be a few teams on that list. The Cleveland Browns on that list. No good. Done.
Didn't the Cleveland Browns win the championship at least once?
I don't recall.
Interesting.
I know they're one of those historic NFL franchises, but no, I'm done. You guys have used up all the goodwill. You went out and gave life away for Deshaun Watson, and it hasn't worked out. And truth be told, like I said, they have a decent team. They really do. The offense, they've got some weapons. The defense is good. Myles Garrett, unfortunately, that's where he's spending his days.
Okay. All right, I'll give you that. Oh, the Commanders are marching. The Commanders are marching.
Listen, the Commanders are really going to turn up the heat in the NFC East there.
All right, so it's 10-0 Eagles up on the Browns. I need the Browns to do something.
Sorry about that. Are they still in the first half? First half's winding down, right? No, the first half's winding half. About 6 minutes left in the second. The Bucks were up 17-0 on the Saints, and the game is now 17-10. Bucks still. Chicago did what they was.
Ooh,
Chicago
scary.
did what they were supposed to today and beat the Jags in London.
Yo, listen. They beat the Jags. Right now, the Jags are another team that's like, where do we go from here? Peterson might be fired. What coach would you want? Like, okay, let me put it this way: Would Bill Belichick work in Jacksonville?
No, get out of here.
What you mean? No, get out of here. What'd I say?
Listen, Bill's going to either wide. Well, listen, speaking of Bill Belichick, the way this season has gone, his opportunities are just going to be wide open this coming fall.
Yo,
Between the Jets, as you just pointed out, maybe the Jacksonville Jaguars, depending on what happens with the Dallas Cowboys, I could see him there. The Giants, he's always had a thing for the Giants. A lot of teams out there.
The crazy thing about him is that, you know how okay, so it's a few things. First, they say sometimes not putting out recent film is good film. which to me I find as a fun concept. The second thing is he is shown so much more personality not being a coach that I'm like, is there a reason you can't show this when you're coaching? Like, what's really going on?
Because showing a personality is not part of the coaching job description. I don't need to come out here and granted, I'm saying this as somebody who has watched Bill Belichick interviews and said, hey, please tell me something. Don't sit here and give me the same old boring, I'm going to do what's best for the team. Hey, the offense has to play better. The defense has to play better. The coaches have. Now, as boring as it is, I get it. You don't want to give any other team any ammunition for the week, nor do you want to give the bullet points for the week to any other team. Keep it plain and vanilla and give everything to your players individually on a personal level. Because you're 100% right. All off season long, even now during the season, everywhere I turned, it's Bill Belichick. He's in commercials. He does this thing where it's like he's teaching a class with Ocho Cinco and a few other players.
I saw that one. That was actually kind of funny.
He's like, okay, who's this? You need to know the offensive coordinator. If anyone, like, wait a minute, what? I've never.
That's on. It's Inside NFL. It's a show that he does with Ryan Clark, Ocho Cinco, and thing, where he was breaking down the Brock Purdy offense or whatever, the Kyle Shanahan offense. That was It was very fire.
I was like, wait a minute. He's been here for over 20 years, and we've never seen the side of him. But hey, if that's what he has to do to audition and get his name out there for another job, go for it.
Remember when Cam was here? Cam Newton. And he was like, yo, Bill's actually kind of chill. He's kind of fire. And everyone's like, bro, you're just saying this because it's your new team or something. I don't really know.
Very few. I mean, I don't want to say you're going to find players on both sides of the coin in terms of his personality, what it's like to work with him and be around him. I would say the overwhelming majority of players have good things to say about him. And if you do have,
but no, you can't say that. You cannot say that, because I don't know if you remember, every time people left, they're like, oh, it's more fun over here. It's more this over here. People always talked bad about them when they left. Like, yo, it's not fun.
So you mean that when they left, they all sounded like Baker Mayfield, who wanted to have fun? So is the point fun, or is the point to be competitive and potentially be in the Super Bowl year in and year out? It's up to y'all. Whatever y'all.
Can't you do both?
Say is what I'm going to go with.
Can't you do both?
Listen, give me a sec. My mother's calling me. I'm sorry.
All right, no worries.
Hello?
All right, so while he's gone and I'm about to go free and roam free and jump off the deep end here. Listen, all right. That's actually a good question. Fun versus winning, right? It is a job. Playing the NFL is a job. Above all, it's a fun job to have, but it is a job nonetheless. So your priorities is what exactly? To win? To not win? I don't know. You know what I mean? So that is a concept where it's very interesting. But I feel like that should be a question that we ask people. Would you rather, if you were an NFL player, would you rather be on an average team, a playoff team, but having fun, or on a Super Bowl contender where it's a bit more serious? You know what I mean? Because if there's one thing, it wasn't fun, but Bill Belichick's teams were not the ones creating penalties and turnovers and all that stuff. Do your job. He made sure you understood what your job was. You know what I mean? So that's a very interesting aspect. Now, while this is also going on, I'm also going to talk real quick about anime. All right, to all my anime fans out there, listen here. One Piece is on break until April 2025. And I already know how mankind, I guess you could say, is. And y'all need to relax. One Piece has not gone on hiatus or had a season break for a very long time. They deserve it, okay? And right now, where they are in the story is honestly a great place to take that break. because even the manga took a break at that point. I think we went on like a 3-week hiatus, but I think that was also related to rest in peace Toriyama's death. Speaking of Toriyama, if you haven't played Sparking Zero, get on it. It's a great game. It's fun. It's good. Okay. And if you ever want to get beat, come at your boy. Come at your boy. But anyway, right now as much as y'all know that I'm a Steelers fan, I do have to say one of the things that really got me over here rooting for the Ravens to lose and the Commanders to win, and honestly, I could live with the Browns winning a game right now. I need my Steelers to be number one in the division, and I need to be vindicated for my take on Jalen Hurts, and I need to be vindicated on my take of the Commanders going to win the NFC East. I need those to become reality. All right. I got a lot of slander thrown my way when I said that. A lot of people saying I'm on crack, I'm on meth, I'm on heroin, or whatever other LSD acid there is out there in the world. But listen, okay. I still believe Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback than Caleb Williams, and he's gonna have a better career. I do believe that Justin Fields can be the quarterback of the future, but right now I really do not understand how our offense is actually operating. And I do think Jalen Hurts is not a top 5 quarterback in the league. If I had to pick my top 5 quarterbacks right now, Pat Mahomes, not in any order, Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Pat Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. 2 more. CJ Stroud. He's not costing them games. He's doing real good. And I'm really fighting the urge, but I feel like it's Jordan Love. I really feel like it's Jordan Love. I really don't. I know it's early to give it to him, but I really feel like it's Jordan Love.
That might I was listening. I was dual listening to this blasphemous list that I thought you put together, but it actually turns out that it's not so bad. You have to have your Pat Mahomes. He's the reigning king of the NFL. Lamar Jackson, like we talked earlier about, has done nothing but win since he's been in the league. Are we putting Joe Burrow up there too early because he hasn't completely done enough, or is he?
But we just read the stats. He's leading the league in touchdowns. The offense is not the problem for the Bengals. The issue is not the offense. The offense is doing its part. He had a rough week 1. They start slow, which is an issue, and I really don't like that because it feels like they're taking games for granted. The NFL is a very short season. You cannot take games for granted. You know what I mean? So
it's every single year, and that's one of the reasons why they've run out of goodwill from me. Every single year they start slow.
So, okay, but for 4 and 5, where I got Jordan, well, again, not in any order, but because there's a top 3. There's a big 3, and then there's everybody else. I got CJ Stroud and Jordan Love.
They both look like they could legitimately be in the NFL for the next 10, 15 years based on how they perform and what they're doing.
Actually, you know what? No, because I know people are going to talk about Josh Allen. He's up there, but I don't know if I can hold it against. He went 9 for 30 last week. When I first saw that, I thought there was a typo. I'm like, oh, they meant 19 out of 30. No, 9 for 30.
I think, well, my issue with Allen is the fact that every year it's the same thing. It's a roller coaster. He's going to hit a point in the year where he's playing out of his mind. It's just everything around outside of that point in the year is going to be, like you said, a 9 for 30 game. What is
so
that?
We need consistency. We need consistency from him. That's the issue.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Josh Allen should be in the top 5, but again, that's just annoying me about it. Tua. Okay, so real quick, another conversation we had with the Miami Dolphin fans. Listen, all the people who said that Tua was a system quarterback, are you still saying that now?
Mm.
Are you still saying that now? You can't. And if you do, I need whatever you're drinking. All right, not what you're smoking because I need to pass the drug test. But whatever you're drinking, slide me a cup. Cause what you mean? Um, who else is another quarterback that you can actually have up there? Uh, Brock Purdy is a conversation. You don't think so?
He
Top
would be in
five?
the conversation because, well, hey, he in his limited playing time here, all he's pretty much done is win. So you
More
can't take
than
that away from him,
more
but
than
it
Lamar at
doesn't
that.
always look good.
More than Lamar at that though. He wins more than Lamar too. You're saying that about Lamar, but he's won more than Lamar.
Yeah. So see, if we're gonna, yeah, that's the difficulty. But see, he gives a legitimate dual threat aspect that Lamar gives a dual threat aspect that Purdy is not as high on. If that
Agreed.
makes any sense.
Yeah, no, agreed. But Brock Purdy should be in the conversation for top five. Jordan Love should be in the conversation for top five. CJ Stroud should be in the conversation for top five.
We're now at like 6 or 7 of in our top 5.
Josh Allen, I'm not putting two into the conversation for top five yet, but he's not a system quarterback. He's definitely top 10, but he is not top five. Health does play a factor into that as well for a reason. Who
It'll
else is
be
there?
interesting to see what Allen does this year now that he's lost Diggs. Because I feel like his numbers took a big jump when Diggs got there. And then let's see what you do now without that.
Well, he
number one.
needs to trust his weapons. Now, albeit, I didn't see the game when he went 9 for 30, but to go 9 for 30, I could understand if you decide you never want to pass the ball again. If people are dropping the ball like that, like I could understand your hesitation. But oh wow, what a nice screen to Zay Flowers. Oh no, that wasn't okay. I'm gonna stand on the soapbox real quick. The quarterback catches the ball, like hikes the ball and just taps it forward to someone cutting across. That should not be considered a pass. I get it's forward.
The shovel pass.
The shovel in
numbers.
the backfield. It should be a rush. It should be a rush. The quarterback does not deserve passing yards.
Because he didn't hand it off.
It was just like a little tap. It's like doing the oop. Remember when we played basketball? Oop, tap him in, tap him out.
Listen.
But who else deserves to be in the top 5 conversation?
The mere fact that we have to work this hard
Dak
to figure
Prescott.
it out means that I think we've pretty much identified the quarterbacks that one would want
Dak Prescott
running their team.
You don't think so, Dak Prescott?
Oh wow! Actually, I saw this thing. I think it might have been on ESPN or something where they blindly put up some numbers, and it was Patrick Mahomes and Dak Prescott, and they were just comparing the numbers. And Dak Prescott is legitimately up there and relatively close to the performance of Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, but the thing is, Pat Mahomes is not having a great statistical season, but he's able to pull it off. Like,
you know where Pat Mahomes is? He's where Tom Brady was for many years, where he's not a great fantasy football person, but he's going to come out every single week and be competitive and probably win the game.
Yeah, no, I can't argue with that one. And he's also, that's the issue why I'm having an issue with Josh Allen, because Pat Mahomes doesn't have the greatest weapons around him, but he does what needs to be done to win.
Gets the job done.
Josh Allen, you have no excuse. I don't know.
He gets the job done.
That's just where I stand. And Lamar is marching down the field.
Oh, Philadelphia's leading now. 10.
Yeah.
10-3. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Jalen Hurts just got them sacked. I think they're out of field goal range now. Was that a 10-yard sack? How far was his drop back? Damn. Marvin Harrison Jr. is injured.
Wait a minute. Is Arizona playing right now?
I think they are. Yeah,
they're
Arizona's playing the Packers.
Wow.
Yeah, 24-0. Yeah, they're getting the beat down. They're getting the beat down. I don't know. Is Kyler Murray hurt? Like, what's going on here?
Packers are stomping all over Arizona.
Oh my gosh. Guess who got his first touchdown?
Justin Fields?
No.
No, they play later tonight. So who?
Yep. Who's the tight end that you wanted to get some play?
Oh, finally. Go check on my points. Oh, you sure he got a touchdown?
Yeah.
Okay, 10-10.
Hold on, wait, what happened? They blocked the Eagles' kick? Oh, damn, they blocked that kick. That gotta hurt. The kicker kicking a 57-yard field goal, and then it hits my arm. Kind of stinks. All right, but you know what? It's about to be halftime for everywhere, so we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll come back with the second video later on today, guys. All right, so deuces, be easy. We'll see y'all in about another 30-minute break. Say what?
I said, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh, that part. Yeah, you heard the man. Do it. All right. See y'all soon.